Today's very exclusive vehicle spotlight shines on the brand new 2011 Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG Sports Coupe. The SLS AMG is a luxury grand touring coupe with a roadster model that is due out for the 2012 model year. It features styling characteristics taken from the 1950s 300 SL coupe, especially when it comes to the gull-wing style doors. The new SLS is built using a 531-pound aluminum space frame that has been designed specifically for this car, making it lightweight for better performance. Its curb weight comes in at about 3,600 pounds. At the very front of the long front end sits an aggressive front grille with 5 other air dams surrounding it. In the center of the front grille sits the large Mercedes-Benz 3-pointed star. Other front-end features include the front parking sensors on the bumper, and the high-intensity headlamps with LED daytime running lamps. On top of the hood, you'll find the 2 air vents that are seated towards the windshield. Looking at the sides, you'll see that the SLS features an aerodynamic design that helps it flow easily through high speeds. It shows off its nice flowing lines all the way from the long front end up over the roof and back down to its small tail end. The sides feature nice design lines in the center and towards the bottom of its body panels. In front of the doors are 2 more air vents with the 6.3 engine badging beside them. The side mirrors feature LED turn signal markers and have the ability to move inwards when you lock the vehicle. The door handles also move in and out when you lock or unlock the SLS. This vehicle sits on 19-inch forged aluminum rims up front and 20-inch forged aluminum rims in the rear. You can also see the compound disc brakes with the 6-piston front AMG brake calipers in front and the 4-piston AMG calipers in the rear. The rear of the SLS features 2 LED tail lamps that wrap around the corners very nicely. The rear bumper features the rear parking sensors, 2 exhaust outlets built within the sides of the bumper that features a chrome surrounding, and a center reverse lamp surrounded by a mesh grille. On the trunk lid sits the SLS and AMG name badges. There's also a rear wing that will automatically come up at speeds of around 80 miles an hour. You can also manually open or close it yourself. Above the rear window sits the LED high-mounted brake lamp. And on the right side of the SLS sits the aluminum finished fuel filler door. Simply pull up on the handle to release the gull-wing style doors. The SLS Cockpit reveals this classic red and black Designo exclusive color scheme with chrome and brushed aluminum accents throughout. The AMG Sport seats are fully bolstered, fully powered, and are finished with the red and black leather trim with color contrasting piping and the AMG badge on the seat backs. They are very supportive and very comfortable. The headliner and upper door trims are finished in Alcantara. Upon entry, you'll see the black AMG nameplate. The dashboard is made up of black and red stitched leather that wraps completely around to both door panels. The SLS does come with the keyless go system. You can either place the key fob in the ignition switch that sits between the two seats, or if you are too eager and you have the key fob on you, just go straight for the start button. The driver sits in front of a gauge cluster made up of a 240 mph speedometer, a 9,000 RPM tachometer, fuel and temperature gauges. There is also an information center that displays numerous information like oil temperature and speed, and 7 LED shift indicator lamps at the top center. They are finished in galvanized silver shadow. In front of the cluster is the AMG Sport steering wheel, made up of leather and perforated leather with brushed aluminum accents. You'll see your normal Mercedes controls for the information center, stereo, and hands-free phone system. Other features include sport grips and the shifting paddles on both sides of the steering wheel if you dare to use the manumatic shift mode. To the left of the steering wheel sits your exterior lighting controls, electronic parking brake, and trunk release. The center stack is made up of 2 air vents on the sides of a 7-inch command screen and other controls that are similar to ones found in other Mercedes models. The significant difference are the controls on the center console. The center display is used to display radio information, navigation maps, the rear camera, and much more. The stereo system here is the AM, FM, CD, DVD, and MP3 player with a 6-disc CD changer and a Sirius satellite capable. The command system allows you to activate vehicle's features using your voice, and the navigation system uses a 40 GB hard drive system. The stereo controls themselves are pretty similar to your average Mercedes stereo system. Beneath the stereo sits your multifunction switchboard that features the 3-stage heated seat controls, your parking assist control, and your emergency hazards. At the bottom of the center stack sits the automatic dual climate control system that is simple to use. The center console houses the electronic shift lever. Push up for reverse, down for drive, and press the P for park. You can also use this for manual shift mode if you do not want to use the shift paddles on the steering wheel. Shown here is the drive setting control, which features 4 different driving modes: Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, and Manual mode. Behind that is the ignition button, your 3-stage traction control override, the control for your rear wing, and your AMG mode control. Enter into AMG mode and you are in high performance territory. The controls behind the shifter are used to navigate around your center display. To the right of the console sits a cigarette lighter and a small storage tray. Slide the armrest back and you'll expose another small storage compartment and 2 cup holders. Behind that sits the ignition switch compartment for the key fob. Between the seats is a small pocket for storage, and underneath the rear window is a partial shelf, also done in Alcantara. There is a small glove compartment that also houses your iPod and MP3 player interface cables, along with a 12-volt power outlet. The brake pedal and accelerator pedal are both done in chrome. The ceiling houses 2 dome lamps, 2 map lamps, and your Embrace emergency response call buttons. There are also 2 small sun visors that feature mirrors with overhead lighting. Pop open the trunk to find that there is only 6 cubic feet of cargo space. Within this trunk sits the AMG floor mats, a complimentary AMG booklet, and the optional indoor AMG car cover that comes with this AMG carrying case. The SLS also comes with this specially made front license plate holder that is designed to fit into one of the front air vents. And just a fun fact, the SLS is transported from Germany with locked axles to prevent any vehicle damage. A dealer technician must unlock the axles before delivery. Under the hood sits the 6.3-liter AMG hand-built V8 engine that produces 563 horsepower at 6,800 RPM and 479 pound-feet of torque. It is connected to an AMG SpeedShift DCT 7-speed sport transaxle. It also has a 7,500 RPM redline. The SLS AMG gets to 60 miles per hour in 3.7 seconds and makes a top speed of 197 miles per hour. The SLS also comes with safety features such as 8 airbags, the Embrace emergency communication system, and explosive bolts on the gull-wing doors that allow the doors to come off if the car were to ever be rolled over onto the roof. The SLS AMG starts off at $183,000, shown here at $186,095. I'm Michael Adams. Thank you for watching.